You are now watching Real Talk with SlapStik on SlapStik TV.
You are now watching comedian and prank caller himself, Roy Wood Jr. here on SlapStik Television.
Psst, hey, RoyWoodJr.com.
Hello?
This is Lloyd. Good day to you. How do you do?
All right.
Good. This is Dr. Sidman Azibo. I'm calling on behalf of the school board in Birmingham, Alabama. I called to ask you about your boy because he go back to the school this week. Am I correct? He go back to the Inslee High School. I have down here on my paper.
Yes.
And they say that the boy is fine, but they suspect that that maybe the boy get the violence and the anger from you because they have me to call you so I can schedule you for brain examination because they suspect that either you or the boy has craniostenosis.
What is it?
That is crazy. It makes you crazy. It makes you very bad temper.
I'm a crazy parent.
That is what the school tell me. If you do not come to the doctor's office to get checked out, we cannot let your boy back in the school.
Okay, well then he just won't be back in the school?
You don't have to raise voice at me, ma'am. I'm doctor.
Doctor who?
Dr. Azibo. Dr. Sidman Azibo. I'm from Nigeria. Please respect me, ma'am.
I wouldn't give a fuck. Where you from? You don't call you talking about somebody damn crazy calling. You talking about he must be crazy because his mama kind of crazy but she needs brain surgery. I don't need brain shit.
Yes, ma'am. The American black women, that is what you do. You get so angry so quick because you drink the liquor. You get angry. You get so
because we drink the liquor.
Yes, ma'am. That is what's wrong with the fucking American women because you're so
what the fuck wrong with you?
Now, Miss Lord, what time is good for me to come? Because you obviously need the medicine. I have the medicine here for you, for your brain.
What, any movies, Roy, that you got going on or ever been in? No movies, man. I split time between LA and Birmingham. I do the auditions and stuff, but Schrock had a really good quote where he said that everything that he does is to help bring more people to his comedy. And I agree with that, and that's pretty much been the purpose of my body of work. I'm trying to get in the movies. You do the audition and you do the TV stuff. I think regardless of if you're not getting movie or TV auditions, you gotta figure out a way to keep moving your career forward because at the end of the day, comedy won't leave you. This is the thing that you control. It's meddling. There's no studio meddling. There's nobody else telling you what you. If you are funny, you will always have employment. You can work. Bob Hope worked until damn near the day before he died. Don Rickles. I just saw Bill Cosby at 73 years old do 2 hours.
Wow.
And that just shows me that for as long as you got thoughts and the process of developing material, there'll always be somebody willing to hear what you're saying.
Hey, for all the young comedians out there like myself that's growing up in the game, or even some people that's a little bit more established out there, what kind of advice do you have for them? Because that was just some clear knowledge that you just dropped out there.
If you're a young comic, the best advice I can give young comics, especially young black comics, is to diversify. Quit working black rooms. Don't only work black rooms. It's going to be more bullshit. I don't know if I can curse. Whatever.
No, do your thing.
You're going to get a lot more bullshit working white rooms. You're going to have to be a little bit cleaner early on. You might have to dress down a little bit. You will lose the fitted cap just to get these rooms on, and then slowly evolve into what you actually want to be. And the problem with a lot of black comics is that they only work chitlin. They only work black. Black people ain't but 10% of the nation, man. On a good day, 12. It's another 90% of this country with money to spend on you. And if you only appeal to black people, or you're only doing this to play black rooms, you can have universal humor, but only want to do turkey rooms, you'll never work outside the Southeast, period. There's a couple of cuts in New York, it's a couple cuts in Chicago, it might be a couple cuts on the West Coast, but for the most part, you're cutting yourself off with a lot of money. And if you're a young comic, do what feels right to you. Quit selling out to the popular, man. I could go on this, I could go on a rant on this for an hour, man. I just remember growing up. I came up 98, the back end of the comic people. And there was a lot of emulating, there was a lot of copycat, there was a lot of guys following the formula. All right, if I do this, I get a comic book credit, and I'll get some work. I'll get $300 in Macon, Georgia tonight. Yeah, you will, but 10 years down the line, you ain't evolved past that. And the only way you evolve, and I could be wrong, this feels jokes. Most jokes are comic rights, man. If you look at anybody that you respect in comedy, most of their jokes are gonna fall into two planes. Who are you as a person? How do you feel about something? And Richard Pryor told you who he was as a person. He broke himself down to every layer, no matter how humiliating. And somebody like, say, George Carlin, you knew what he fussed up. Chris Rock is the same way. Chris Rock doesn't talk a lot about his family. He doesn't talk a lot. He may mention his wife or his kids in passing, but you know how he feels about every single that's happened since his last special. And I think that's where good comedy comes from. Not from fucking the stool, not from using the mic as a dick, and this other lazy shit that's very funny, but at its core, it's not gonna give you the length of the career that you want.
You're not a comic no more, Roy. Okay? You're a promoter. You got a guest spot and a headliner. You could bring the present or the past comedians up on stage.
That's not fair.
Who you gonna bring?
That's not fair.
Who you gonna bring?
Alright, I'm gonna separate into two eras.
Okay.
Alright. If we're going past, let's just say old school. You're talking dead. Alright. I'm thinking of comics that are. Alright, I'm not gonna say dead or not. Let's just go old school. Old school, give me George Carlin as an MC.
Okay.
Give me Paul Mooney as a guest.
Alright.
And give me Richard Pryor as a headliner. You know, let's make room for Red Fox somewhere in there on that show. New school, present day comics. Ooh, jeez, man, that's some good ones out there, man. Give me Ray Lapowski. White dude comic, The Beast. Give me Ray Lapowski. Give me Jay Phillips out of DC. Shit, me. Why not?
Okay. Well,
Even though I can't follow Ray Lapowski, I'll try. Hey, I
just want to know how much them tickets.
I give him a light 10 minutes.
How much the tickets are going
For me?
I mean, you're the promoter.
In my fantasy dream?
Yeah.
What city?
Wherever you want to take.
I put it in Birmingham. That's where I can charge the most.
Okay.
I'm not making no money in Buffalo. Ain't nobody heard of Raw Woods. But this your boy EP. This is SlapStik. I'm kicking it with my man Roy Wood Jr. Man, we out. Peace.
That was the very funny Roy Woods Jr. Stay tuned next week for comedian Bam Bam here on SlapStik.
SlapStik. SlapStik.
SlapStik.
SlapStik.
SlapStik.
SlapStik.
SlapStik.
SlapStik.
SlapStik. SlapStik. SlapStik TV coming your way.
SlapStik. SlapStik, shut it down. SlapStik, shut it down. Shut it down, SlapStik.
Yo, what's up? It's comedian Roy Wood Jr. This is SlapStik TV. SlapStik magazine, the best shit going right now, and it supports black comedy. More importantly, it supports the art form of comedy, man. Support SlapStik or your computer don't crash. Cheap ass computer running Windows 97, old ass computer. Probably can't even watch this video. Probably take you 10 minutes to upload